Damn, today was a horrible, horrible fucking game, man. It was fucking disgrace. Just, it happened sometimes, and Juventus just did not execute today. It was horrible all around. Like, yes, the referee was horrible. He was just letting players get away with murder out there. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. The challenge on Ronaldo that wasn't called. I mean, completely ridiculous. The referee not allowing the penalty on one occasion for Lazio, and the ref, despite how bad the referee was, Cristiano Ronaldo, at the perfectionist he is, he would tell you that he blew it today. That the first one, it was a deep pass from Bonucci or Quadrado, right? Deep pass from the corner. Lazio playing a high line, the back, the deep pass. Ronaldo was going to get through one-on-one. Cristiano Ronaldo, all he had to do was one touch, shoot, score. He didn't do that. He had a bad touch. It took the wrong side of his foot. The ball went left. Ronaldo took him outside of shootable range. Ronaldo missed that chance. And then there was another one. Quadrado was reading the play. It wasn't a deep pass from the back, from half field like the first goal, which why I think it was either Bonucci or Quadrado. But Quadrado, he was from the corner this time. Quadrado, he gets a deep pass. Quadrado gets a deep pass to Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's a low one on the ground. He's just getting through the back line, and Juventus is starting to push it of forward, and Sarri likes to get you moving horizontally and vertically as a defense. The ball has to be moving forward and vertically. It has to be, vertically and horizontally. This is what you need. You need the ball moving to the sides. You need the ball moving deep field towards the opposition's goal. And we just have to combine that and play balance. And today, too much of a high line at times. Juan Cuadrado, a poor reading of the pass. He got beat by the pass. In my opinion, he played the ball, okay? He played the ball. It should have been a yellow, okay? Give him a yellow and give him a stern warning. He didn't do that. Referee screwed us there. Horrible call. Absolute garbage. That's a fucking yellow card. Get the fuck out of here with this pussy shit red card crap. I mean, we need some investigating with the referee. Are the Lazio Ultras friends with the Inter fans? You see, this is what's up with this referee there. But Lazio, this is what really, that's what we forget about Mathis Delic at times. Is that as dominant as he is, like he was against Atletico Madrid, for instance, or him against Torino, and shutting down the opposition in another game. Mathis Delic has had some really poor games, don't get me wrong. It was a Napoli, and then some performances in the Champions League. Against Atletico, whatnot, and Delic, it wasn't good enough. Lionel Bonucci, no good defending this game. Horrible all around. The players did not want to go forward enough. He did not put in Douglas Costa as a substitution. He should have just tried to go out there. You see, Lazio had Joaquim Correa. They have Correa on their team. They have Chiellini, Immobile, top striker, Cauchua right now. You see that? They have this fast guy, Lazzerri, may it be. Lazzerri on the sides as like a wing back pushing upfield. Inzaghi has him doing. Milinkovic-Savic. This is a team that's going to be in the Champions League next year, and Chiellini Immobile is going to stay and take the torch of Rome from Francesco Totti. And, Lazio are not afraid of you, and they really give you a go. They don't want to play really pragmatic, and they really want to give it a go and really try to win the game at will and try to punish the opposition and force them into mistakes. And this game was just a matter of not being clinical enough with Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, there are a few other chances too. Federico Bernardeschi across from Cristiano Ronaldo, and he just does not have the ball in right. It should have been a goal. I mean, Ronaldo thought he scored. Like, he had his hands up, he was celebrating like Juventus scored the goal. But instead, he heads the ball just wide of the post there. He did not get a good positioning on the ball there to head it straight there. He headed straight towards the front of his head. He had to curve it a little bit. He did not curve the ball there when he shot it, when he tried to head the ball in with his head. And this, although I'm just really bummed out with this game, I really am, because we should have went ahead in Serie A this week, and I get it. I'm not going to freak out and say we need to fire Sarri because we're second in the league or whatnot. It's just relax. The league is 38 games. We had close calls in the league. We were, 16th or 15th in the table at some point to begin the season. Juventus. And then they came back and won the Serie A. That was 2015, 2016 after losing the final. And then Juventus, they held off Napoli. In the 37th week of the season, Juventus held on to win the Scudetto. They did not allow Napoli to win. They controlled their own destiny. They won the Scudetto that year. And Juventus go out here against Inter Milan. We get all the games at home. Okay? We get the Torino Derby. I'll go look at the Torino Derby again. But I think, Juventus already played Lazio away on the road. Now, Napoli away, Napoli's going to be easy now. It's going to be easy. So good with that on the schedule. Not only that, but they already played Inter away. They beat him away. So, Juventus, our main competition in the Scudetto, we already played these two teams, Lazio and Inter away. And I want to say the Roma game is at home. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and check. But I know Juventus play Roma later. And they're probably going to beat Roma, to be honest. Like, it'll be a tight race for top four. And there will be some struggles for Roma at some point during the season. I don't know if it's going to keep up forever. How the players respond to some of this high pressure play. Although Roma, they were really pragmatic and compact and organized against Inter Milan and got a result. So some interesting things going on in Serie A, and Lazio are the better team today. They're the better team in all phases. Gotta tip my hat off to them. I mean, Juventus didn't execute, and it was just well done, and they really gave it a go. And this is a game that can be a really big wake-up call, but we're not going to be overreactive and say we want to fire Coach Sarri, Allenatore Sarri. No, we're not going to fire Allenatore Mauricio Sarri. We're going to keep Mauricio Sarri. We're going to continue to get better and to go out there and really play the style that Mauricio Sarri wants as we approach the end of the season. And that's exactly what happened with Chelsea last year, and they really took off late in the season. Mauricio Sarri is the man for the job. The team was not good enough last year at Chelsea. Juventus, Mauricio Sarri is making certain players better and comfortable and playing world-class football during stretches of the season. And this is what we want from Allenatore Mauricio Sarri. We know that maybe this TV deal is going to bring in money to Serie A that owners are going to spend once they invest in new facilities, and that's what the big ones are already trying to do. And I think that's really going to allow these clubs to afford free agents, and then the beneficial tax policies of the Italian government in regards to earnings made abroad makes a really attractive place for players to play in right now. And I think that's really what can revitalize Calcio, and the competition may be getting better. As fine as Juventus have been, let's not forget, we've not lost a game yet all season until this point. The only club, the only undefeated club, the only unbeaten club in Europe. I did have an invincible dream for Juventus, but it was all too good to be true. And Lazio, the team that won. And as a numerologist, the birth of Juventus and what their revitalization can do this year with Cristiano Ronaldo is what its foundation was all about November the 1st. That's what having 11 wins and 1 loss at home may be about. I think for Juventus that this Champions League run with Gianluigi Buffon on the bench and Dybala becoming a world-class player and Cristiano Ronaldo getting healthy and seeing Juventus being hungrier than ever with those emerging snakes of Inter Milan and those serpents, Inter Milan, those cheating bastards, with the whole Calciopoli conspiracy to bring down Juventus. Remember that? I can make a whole special on that. Totally. These players, I mean, they pay those companies that listened in onto the allegations of match fixing, and Inter got away scotch-free. Those cheating bastards win the league when Juventus got relegated. They are fucking snakes. And Antonio Conte, let me tell you, he's a goddamn fucking fool. Fuck Antonio Conte, man. Fuck him. Yeah, we don't have anybody to spend on players. On the Italian restaurant. But give me a break, crybaby Conte. What was he crying about earlier after his team blew a 2-0 lead? Was he blaming about resources? Like, I expect Inter to make it to the knockouts as an objective fan. I expect Inter to make it to the knockouts because Barcelona have literally nothing to play for. And they can rest players for El Clasico in this next game. So, crying Conte, pressure's on you not to choke. Bring it on. Pressure's on you to choke over at Turin. Show you that you a goddamn fool for missing the chance to become an all-time Juventus legend. Win the Champions League as a player in 1995. Coach the Italian national team and coach Juventus the Champions League victory. You goddamn fool. That would be the best thing for your ego, to finish what you started. This Scudetto streak was because of the work and the progression under hungry players with winning mentality did. Allegri did not do what you have already done, which is win the league. You could have proven you're better than Allegri. You're the best coach in Italy. If you can bring Juventus to Champions League glory, you blew it, you damn fool. You damn fool can go fuck off and piss off and suck off and jerk off and suck ass over at Internazionale, you goddamn fool, Antonio Conte. Unbelievable. Well, this here is a light switch. There's not anything threatening. There's not a knife or anything. In case if you're wondering. But yeah, I mean, nothing to panic. We played the tough games away. Lazio and Inter away. I'm really glad. Juventus should pick up the points. I hope Fiorentina can choke. I mean, I really hope they do. And no, I hope Fiorentina win. I hope Inter choke. That's right, Fiorentina play Inter next. But Inter's not going to be good enough, and they may need to go deep in the squad a little bit. That's just my opinion. I think Antonio Conte is good enough to lead a fight, potentially through the last few to 5 games of the season, but Ronaldo and Dybala and Mauricio Sarri have not reached a certain ceiling yet this year, and they're just going to elevate it. And Juventus are a deep enough squad to overcome injuries. That is going to be the difference. But Pepe Maota and Antonio Conte have a long-term, have a strategic plan in place to try to win the Scudetto. And it's coming for us, and we got to continue to extend the Scudetto streak. Got to win the Champions League. We got to be tied with Inter Milan for Champions Leagues. We need to prepare for the next Juventus generation so we can pursue the Champions League title holder placement between us and Inter. We need to get that 4th one, right? We can do that with Mathis de Ligt during his time. Absolutely we can. I'm sure we can. But there's nothing to panic about. It's a long season. We gotta stick with Mauricio Sarri. The team's gonna play better. Truly is. Undefeated in the Champions League. I mean, we beat Atletico in the Champions League. It was fantastic. 8 different players scored in the Champions League. Ronaldo, Dybala, Bryce Matuidi, Juan Cuadrado, Douglas Costa, Federico Bernardeschi, Gonzalo Higuain, Forza Juve! Yeah, Juve! 8 different players scored in the Champions League. I don't know if any team has had more individual players score a goal in the Champions League for this campaign this year. I'd like to go check out that stat. But that shows you what Mauricio Sarri is capable of doing. But it's just a matter of playing Ronaldo as a striker, in my opinion. And I hope Ronaldo comes to his senses one day. And playing Dybala as a forward, it was wonderful. Dybala crossed it into Ronaldo. But it was really missing the rest of the game. Gotta wonder what's going on with that. But Ronaldo is a vintage goal scorer over at Leverkusen. What they ask, man. The Juve gonna blow them out because Paulo Dybala needs to get a goal too. And I think Paulo Dybala and Cristiano Ronaldo are gonna form a distinct partnership, and Sarri needs to allow them the freedom to be able to play to their preferential strengths. They have a say on what they can do as forwards on that part of the field while still helping out with some defensive opportunities. They have the freedom to do what they want with the ball. And I think that's what Sarri will do with these guys. Nothing to panic about. Everything's okay. We do not need to fire the manager. At the end of the day, we're going to win the treble. Everything is just fine. It's going to be a tough race because the competition has got better. And we still have not played our best football this year, and we already beat the current team in first place. We already beat Inter Milan away. We get them at home. Get Lazio at home. Everything's just fine. Just to recap, congrats to Lazio. Again, I fucking hate losing to you guys. I just hate the whole aspect of fascism and authoritarianism. It doesn't even have to do with right-wing stuff because, honestly, all the big clubs in Italy have, right-wing segments of fans. So I know Juventus do with, their Vikingo fans, I think, is the group that's called. Anyways, a great game to Lazio supporters. That is a great team. A great attacking team. I expect them to advance in Europa, and I think you'll make it into the Champions League next year, and I really can't wait until the rematch. But fuck Inter Milan, and fuck your partnership with that. Time to drop that. Antonio Conte, you snake. Maestro Sarri's gonna come in, win the treble. Ronaldo and Dybala win it for Buffon. Antonio Conte, you damn fool, man. Come on.